control. Breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lights, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as a love control. Love is paradise with honesty, but in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I
más, otro directito más, mi gente, de Fórmula 1. Y bueno, voy a hacer un Grand Prix de práctica. Estoy preparando, estoy calentando y bueno, vamos por allá.
The stage is set and the curtain is rising for another Formula One Grand Prix. We're expecting close fights up and down the field today, so hold on tight, we're moments away from lights out. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of pure speed. The average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Vettel, Stroll, Ricciardo, Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso, Norris, Gasly, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Latifi, Mazepin, the owner driver and Kimi Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher, Giovinazzi, Russell and Ayrton Senna rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, copy that.
That's the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Good job, nice overtake. You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here at Spa-Francorchamps, but they've done so in spectacular style. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Sí, sí, ya ves. Robert.
Our championship leader has been deposed, and we have a new name at the top of the standings. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner driver today. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to
Julio.
everyone who joined us,
Julio
and we'll see you
primero
for the
porque
next one.
En el stream lo dice. Este año en julio, el mes que viene. Así que vámonos preparando un poco más para ese. Vamos corriendo aquí, una carrerita y... No. Verifiqué mi información y es en julio, perdón. Así que todo este mes voy a estar... Sí, me entendiste mal. Y pues bueno, voy a estar corriendo estas carreritas para prepararme para aquel. Ya que a mí me fascina la Fórmula 1, o sea, era un sueño hecho realidad si lo manejara en vida real, pero no, cosa que no va a pasar. Pero bueno, por eso la Fórmula 1, cuidado. Pero bueno, vamos a seguir. Prefiero las carreras. Ya ves, cada quien lo suyo. Pero me gusta más aquí. Bueno, el de Racing, ahí. Formato de entrenamiento, nada. Primera duración de sesión corta. O sea, quiero hacerla corta. Para más fácil. Para saberme los circuitos más fáciles. O sea, entre menos tiempo, mejor. Sí, porque tampoco los quiero aburrir con 18 vueltas o así. Puedo correr puntos y lo cargo, ¿no? Sí, en PC sí. Porque estoy, obviamente, lo estoy corriendo desde Steam. O sea, obviamente.
Welcome to Texas, where we've had approximately 120,000 race fans through the gates to attend this year's US Grand Prix. They're excited, we're excited. I hope you're excited too. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas, overtaking opportunities into turns 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6 mile track. But we may well see cars struggle to slow down there today as the wet weather does interfere with the low-speed grip.
Perdón, pero lo jugaré con teclado y ratón y listo, ya está. O sea, no lo muevan más. Ah, vale, pues luego que termine el stream y listo. Está bien.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso and Norris, Sainz, Tsunoda, Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel, Ocon, Leclerc, Pierre Gasly and Stroll, Latifi, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Mick Schumacher. The owner driver, Senna, Mazepin and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Ok.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Vale, pues vale.
Work, that brings you up a place. Great job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Bien ahí. Victoria.
You can't fault the performance on the track today. A well-deserved victory. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
Vale, vale.
The faces on our top
Ahí vamos a ir un poquito con la música.
three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Valtteri Bottas.
Our championship leader not only managed to hold on to the top spot, but managed to further extend their lead. Impressive stuff. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I'm going to give it to the owner driver today. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
No más, gente. Estoy soleado. Uy. Empezando con la clasificación. Vuelta, corta. No, yo quiero a ver primero la carrera si lo... Me da igual cómo salgamos. Uy. El Gran Prix de México. La pista de México. Oh, bien.
Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, which is the location for today's race.
A ver, un momento. No sé ni qué pedo, pero bueno.
The cars are out on the grid, so let's join the action down on the track. We're a long way above sea level here in Mexico today, which could pose some cooling issues for the cars as they make their way around this 2.6 mile lap. 17 corners with top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and watch out for potential overtaking into turns 1 and 4. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap, so always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo, Gasly, Vettel, Lando Norris and Sainz, Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi, Senna, the owner driver, Raikkonen and George Russell ends our grid lineup. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
top 10.
Eso sí.
Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, DRS is now available. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up. Verstappen has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. That's a new fastest lap of the race. the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
It's victory in Mexico then, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Red Bull are up. That lead at the top of the table has shrunk somewhat today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Voy a buscar a ver si no hay un modo con equipo y todo. O sea, así medio... A ver.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines...
Quiero ver algo. Mira, aquí está. Equipo, modo piloto. Modo piloto, modo piloto. Este me gusta. Piloto. Empieza en Fórmula 2. Pero un poco para rato, gente. Para completa, tampoco está completado.
En primer lugar, vamos a crear a tu personaje.
Por supuesto, nombre del canal. Bueno, yo 31. me da la misma. Ah.
Y ahora vamos a elegir el aspecto de tu piloto.
Casco y gestos, vale. Mi coche. Por esto. Uy. Bueno. Pilotos. Red Bull. ¿A cuál selecciono, chicos? Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Renault, McLaren. ¿A cuál? Elegiré esta, pero no sé. Me gusta la verdad. Pero... A ver, voy a poner una encuesta. ¿Qué escudería? No, ¿qué academia? Academia. Mercedes. ¿Con el otro? Creo que Red Bull era el otro. Renault. Muchos. Vamos a tener 5 minutos. F2 o F2. F1. A ver, chicos, ahí vayan empatando para ver qué sale.
Ashamed to be
ver. Venga, chicos, venga.
Behind your back, chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers, standing in this shade. Going louder, we are all one color, standing in the way.
Venga, chicos, para ahí. ¿Por cuál academia me voy? Academia de piloto. Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Renault, McLaren. A ver. Venga, botad, venga, va. Venga. Ahora, como Red Bull y Ferrari pegaron empate, puede ser otra. Ferrari o Red Bull. Listo. Red Bull. Vale, y tener la otra. Ferrari o Red Bull. Me gustaría más Red Bull, pero si es Ferrari, no. Vamos a tenernos de rojo y listo. Luego por los colores, pues también me gustaría, pero el color rojo, pero para el Ferrari, pero bueno. Es como quieran ustedes. No sé. Vosotros vais a elegir. Y yo. Dámelo.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off.
Entonces no quieren que coja Mercedes, ok. Está bien.
And I'll tell myself it's fine
Podemos
to
ser
be
o Ferrari o Red Bull.
just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar.
No. No estaba, mira. No está. Comentaba Rodri, aquí mira, tienes chance de votar. O Red Bull o Ferrari, como quieras. Rodri, ahí la encuestita. Vale. Venga, vení, venga. Votad ahí. Vosotros elegís. Por lo visto no quieren que vaya a Mercedes, no hay problema. Va a ser o Ferrari o Red Bull, una de dos. A ver. Pues azul o rojo, se acabó. Venga, votad todos, venga, vamos. Vale, Rodri, ahí, bien primero. Votad ahí, que todavía tienen chance de votar. Vamos. Entonces elegís mi escudería. Escudería Ferrari, o sea, la Academia Ferrari o Academia Red Bull. Entonces eligen. Uy, ganó Ferrari. Vale, pues ganó. Ferrari. O quieren que haga otra con las tres escuderías. Porque mira, tengo Mercedes, Tengo Ferrari, tengo Red Bull, tengo Renault, tengo McLaren y no más. ¿Quieren que la volvamos a hacer y o para allá una definitiva o así la dejo ya? Porque no Ferrari. Digo, ¿con cuál te sientas más cómodo? Vale, ok. Vamos con Ferrari. Ganó Ferrari, vamos con Ferrari. Okay. Vale, venga, vamos Ferrari. Un Ferrari. Vamos a Ferrari.
Genial, todo listo. Puedes volver atrás y editar cualquier cosa que hayamos hecho hasta ahora. Volveremos aquí al inicio de cada temporada. Si estás conforme, dale a avanzar para ir a la sede principal y empieza el camino hacia la cima de la Fórmula 1.
Todo bien ahí, Carrera profesional, vuelta única. Ronda 1 de 12. Buah. Tener en cuenta que estoy en la Fórmula 2. Y voy a estar haciendo carreras en la Fórmula 2 o sea, como te pones de real, brincar a la Fórmula 1. Vale, me gusta, ok. Eso es comprado.
Really well done. That was a fantastic drive. So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are an ART, Schumacher and Callum Ilott. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Primera posición, chavales. Venga, y aproveche. Vámonos.
Welcome to Sakir and the Bahrain International Circuit, where the grid is
Bahrain.
forming up ready for today's race. Bahrain represents an exceptional 3.36 miles of racing. Lots of opportunities to overtake throughout its 15 corners. Now, this track has a reputation for being brutal on the rear tyres, so keep an eye on how these young drivers manage their rubber. Strategy here could ultimately determine the winner of this race.
Menos mal. Está bien. Bahrain va a ser.
Davide, you're a 3-time winner around here in 1 week, I believe, back in 2012. How on earth do you make the tyres last around this racetrack? They degrade so quickly.
To be honest, the key to the race is having a good start so you can get your car into a good position. Then save the tires as much as you can and push just at the end.
Copy that.
Let's look at the grid order for today's race while the cars make their final preparations. With Mick Schumacher alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Eilert, Schwartzman, Yuki Tsunoda and Dragovic, Matsushita, Alesi, Aitken, Daniel Ticktum, Daruvala, Mazepin, Guilherme Samaya and Sato, Markelov, Armstrong, Delatraz and Guan Yu Zhou, Galeo, Giotto, Nissani and Pedro Piquet completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, we got pole. Now let's get the double with the race win.
So as they climb out of the car, the ART team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car. It works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today.
Oh, perfecto ahí. Aguasquito, chavales. Bien.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. A strong race then for our championship leader that's extended their advantage at the top of the standings. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
For me, the RT driver was the best in the field today. They did a great job at getting the most of the tires without losing pace. That's a good skill to have.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams' Championship. ART moved to the top of the table. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Vámonos. Bueno, primera carrera del F2, camino a la F1, completada. Perfecto. Vámonos.
But it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light
En Barcelona. Barcelona, España. Bien ahí. Coche, ok. Circuito Barcelona, Cataluña, ok. Sí, sí.
The grid is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, which are an ART, Schumacher and Yuki Tsunoda. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the feature race gets itself underway.
Vámonos. Buah. A ver. Esto. F2.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. We're counting down to the start of today's race, and you can feel the excitement in the air. This promises to be a real spectacle. Here's the venue we'll be racing at, known to the teams, well known to the drivers. Many will have raced here as teenagers. We've got 16 turns, the elevation of 30 metres, and some famous moments down through the years. In commentary, I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by 2012 GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I imagine you've been around this track countless times by now. Any tips for the drivers out there today?
Yeah, you're right. This is a track that has been in rotation for both Formula 1 and Formula 2 for years now. My advice is to watch your tires management. The track has a bumpy surface that can be very demanding on drivers and tires. Play it safe most of the way around, then look at the long straight into turn 1 for overtake opportunities.
Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race. And it's Mick Schumacher in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Piquet, Daniel Ticktum and Eilert, Schwartzman, Dragovic, Armstrong, Marino Sato, Aitken, Alesi, Guan Yu Zhou and Giotto, Matsushita, Deruvala, Markelov and Guilherme Samaya, Delatrat, Mazepin, Galeo and Roy Nissany completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish. race so far. Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 26.7 seconds. That's a race win. You've really been great today.
Victory for ART then, after a quality performance. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make the best use of these tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of
Vale. Perdón.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result here today. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day? On to the teams then. ART have extended their lead over the championship. Another team that excelled today was Dams, who make further progress up the table. After all this drama, you would be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Ok, listo. Espera, posición media, un poquito más de vueltitas, una vuelta, ok, listo. Vamos a ver qué sí. A ver. Son 17 vueltas, para blandos. Vale.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
Posición, categoría 10, 6.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3, an ART, Schumacher and Yuki Tsunoda. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action, and until then, goodbye.
Compañero.
Monaco. Formula 2 has been welcomed back to this most famous of race locations, and the excitement in the air is building as we count down to the start of today's race. The Circuit de Monaco is, for all practical purposes, pretty much unchanged since its 1929 introduction. It's strange to consider, but this 2.1-mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by the GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. Davide, today's race takes place on one of the most infamous street circuits in motorsports. What is it about this track that makes it stand out?
Alex, I'm very happy to be here. Monaco is a short track, but the wall is just after the white line. The drivers need to stay aware from the line and from the wall, and it's so important to start in the first 2 rows if you want to compete for the victory.
Here is the grid for today's race, which will be starting shortly. With Mick Schumacher alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Piquet, Marino Sato and Schwartzman, Ticktum, Deruvula, Joe, Felipe Dragovic, Alesi, Samaya, Nobuharu Matsushita and Nissani, Ilott, Markelov, Aitken and Marcus Armstrong, Mazepin, Delatraz, Galeo and Luca Giotto rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. round is 10.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Exit now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. This is your final lap of the race. That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
Brilliant stuff from ART today. What a superb victory. So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy, what else to put on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
An amazing race today and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car. It works for them and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. A strong race then for our championship leader that's extended their advantage at the top of the standings. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for? And now a look at the team standings. ART have extended their lead over the championship. Meanwhile, Carlin move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After all this drama, you would be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
A ver, gente, pues a ver. Verán, porque estoy completo, o sea, de 5 vueltas, de 7, de 15 o de 29. ¿Cuál elegí? Voy a poner otra encuesta acá. Encuesta de tipo de carrera. Bien. Porta. Porta. Watson. 5 vueltas. Media son 7. Largas son 15. Son 15. Y completo. Son 29. Es más, ahí tienen, le voy a dar 5 minutos. Por favor, voten porfa. Y vamos para allá. A ver qué tipo de carrera hacemos. Ahí, por favor voten, por favor ahí, por favor de votar, por favor. Ustedes van a elegir la duración de la sesión, de subir rápido o lento a la F1 o de durarme un poco. Y pues claro, también la duración de la carrera también. Y pues el directo igual, o sea, porque no termino directo hasta no terminar la carrera y listo. Por favor, voten ahí y ya veremos que sale victorioso. Gente, venga, vamos a votar ahí. Estoy un con media, o sea, una sesión media, la reta ahí. Está bien, o sea, 7 vueltas. Está bien. Pero ya si quieren hacer un directo largo así. ¿Larga o completa? Depende. Pero bueno. Venga, va, gente, vamos. Vamos a votar. Media, vale. Okay. Nos quedamos con media. Y pues chicos, esta sería la última carrera del directo, ya para pagarlo. Y pues bueno, es ya algo tarde. Y bueno, vamos a correr la última carrera. Venga, vamos ahí, Rodri. ¿Te gusta el coche, Rodri? Está guapo, ¿no? Me quedo con los viejos Fórmula. Ya, ok. Está bien. Bueno. Cuántos directos de vídeo canal abajo canal de Twitch.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
Video y decir pues así para que sepan todo.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are an ART, Schumacher and Robert Schwartzman. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Te digo que bueno, los directos de Fórmula 1, tanto en este como el que viene, en un mes, o sea, este mes no, el que sigue, voy a estar trayendo, bueno, voy a terminar a ver hasta dónde le doy en para terminar la Fórmula 1 y todo el rollo, mi historia, todo el pedo, y ya que termine eso, voy a estar, voy a traer el Fórmula 1 2022 para que estén pendientes y bueno, voy a todos los vídeos de Fórmula 1, de Call of Duty, de todo lo que haga, voy a estar trayéndolos a mi canal de YouTube. Que lo tienes abajo en la descripción, o sea, lo tienen debajo en la descripción completo, y bueno, entre más seamos mejor, y bueno, si te mola el contenido, quieres algún o algo, ponedme en comentarios y voy a tratar de traerlo. Todo bien. Vamos allá, vámonos. Vamos a correr una carrera, la última carrera del directo, y ya sabéis, va a estar resubido aquí en mi canal de Twitch y va para YouTube también. Entre más seamos, mejor, en las dos plataformas, pero más en la de Twitch, que es mi canal principal. En el secundario va a estar para los que no tienen Twitch o para los que no puedan tener Twitch o lo que sea, pum, vayan para allá. Va a estar YouTube para Twitch.
stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switching in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole?
Welcome back to Baku. We're on the edge of the Caspian Sea in a bustling, vibrant capital, which once again plays host to the spectacle of Formula 2. This is not your usual racing circuit. It provides one of the most complete tests for the field. Sector 1 sports a set of 90-degree corners around the block, if you like. Sector 2 gets even tighter with the old city walls. Sector 3 just turns 16 to negotiate, and then 2.2 kilometers flat to the floor, full throttle in 6th gear, all the way to the end.
Vámonos.
Joining me today is a man who is no stranger to going fast, Davide Valsecchi of GP2 2012 fame. Great to have you here today, Davide. Are you enjoying yourself here in the beautiful city of Baku?
Absolutely, Alex. Baku is fantastic and so distracting. Have a check. The architecture, the narrow street. Easy to see why it's one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar. But Alex, street circuits can be unforgiving. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a safety car or two out during today's race.
As the engineers make their last inspection of the cars, let's take a look at today's grid order for the race. And it's Mick Schumacher in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Schwartzman, Sonoda, Marino Sato and Matsushita, Ilott, Samaya, Daruvala, Marcus Armstrong, Joe, Giotto, Daniel Tickton and Piquet, Alesi, Dragovic, Aitken and Louis Delatraz, Markelov, Mazepin, Nissani and Sean Galeo completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Vamos para allá. Vámonos.
Now that we've got some points.
La adrenalina de la carrera. Muy importante. Fórmula 2. Estoy haciendo mi camino hacia la Fórmula 1. Ah, vale. Vale. momentito. A ver, allí. A ver. Enero, ¿no? A ver. Me puso más cerca el micro. A ver si me escucho mejor. Si no, le muevo los audios del juego. Vale. Vale, perfecto. Y así te digo, pues bueno, estoy haciendo mi camino hacia la Fórmula 1. Empecé en la F2. Bueno, a ver. Comencé en la F2 hacia la Fórmula 1 como si fuera carrera de abajo hacia lo más profesional de la F1. También disfruten de la carrera, ya que estamos. Y ahí, disfrutando ahí. Tope. Tope, gente. ¿Qué les está pareciendo el juego? ¿Bien o no? Está bueno, ¿no? Creo que me encanta el Fórmula 1, realmente. Es como una preparativa para el Fórmula 1, pero de este año. Ya que está Truco aquí, toda la gente que venga, por favor, todos los directos van a estar recortados obviamente o subidos a YouTube. De YouTube y todo para que nos sigan allá también y bueno, me comenten en los vídeos o algo así. Oye, trae tal juego, tienes tal juego, has tratado este, has tratado el otro, yo que sé, vamos, sí. Claro, lo grabo un gameplay, hago un gameplay o como quieran, un vídeo o algo, y vosotros me decís, oye, tienes que hacer esto, tienes que traer este juego, tienes que hablar sus opiniones, quiero ver sus opiniones, eso es lo que quiero ver. Venga, pues cuando quiera su móvil le damos un directo, ¿sabes? Un medio y le damos. calado, creo, los dos. El asunto Corsa normal y el otro, competi. Pero creo que tú no tienes el normal, ¿no, Rodri? Creo, me dijiste. Bueno, también como dice Truso, hay que disfrutar la conducción también. Así sea en camiones, en carros deportivos, Fórmula 1, el circuito, vamos. Y también, obviamente, la competencia entre nosotros. Pues oye, ¿qué haces para hacer mejor tiempo, Del Rey? Yo llevo tiempo ya jugando juegos con el volante y eso, de como cosas, sí, pero bueno, va a dar un piquecillo ahí, ajá. Obviamente no de competición, pero de tiempo. A ver quién hace el mejor tiempo, a ver quién baja el tiempo, pero el otro, sí. Sí quiero algo sí. Última vuelta. Atravesados.
Final lap of the race.
Creo que rápida. Una vuelta, chicos. bien ahí.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
Bien, bien, bien. Racing.
So another fantastic victory for ART today.
Bien ahí, gente. Ahí.
Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
This race, this win, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes,
Sobrado tiempo,
but
sí,
then
sí, sí,
not
sí.
make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
Bueno, se puede decir que soy bastante competitivo, la verdad.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill.
Vale. Ojo, nivel 13. A ver, ¿qué son? Hostias, bien. Bastante guay, el casquito este. Vale.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result here today. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
For me, the RT driver was the best in the field today. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone did a better job today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. ART have extended their lead over the championship. It was also a strong race from Trident this weekend. Fantastic work from the Italian team to move themselves further up the table. After all this drama, you would be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Ok. Ay, ay, ay. Uf. Y pues bueno, gente, a ver. A ver, aquí. Va. Hidratación, vale, trozo, voy. Espérame. Bueno, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. Ay, güey, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? A ver, a ver. A ver, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. Vale, vale, vale. A ver. Está. Está, ya truzo, ya está. Tranqui. Bueno, epa. Pero trozo, cabrón. Ya está. Mira. Ya está. Ahí está. Ahora. Joder. Trozo. No, porfa. No. A ver, entonces, pues... Eso te lo hago para mañana. Eso te lo hago para mañana, Truso, tranquilo. Ya, párale. Ya está. Y pues bueno, gente, yo digo que aquí la dejaríamos por hoy. Aquí la dejaré por hoy, yo digo. Bueno, ¿qué? A ver, es más, si veo más personas en directo, ¿cómo se llama? O sea, si veo muchas personas en directo ahora mismo, le sigo. Si no, le paro. O sea, decirle, no sé, a sus amigos, no sé, no tengo ni idea. No, o sea, para que sigas troleando, Truso, por eso lo digo. O sea, no sé, sinceramente. Ay, qué cabrón. Vale. Pues nada, chicos, recordar que este video o este directo va a estar resubido a YouTube. Va a estar resubido a YouTube, pues algo editado. Y bueno, muchísimas gracias a los que estuvieron en el directo. Y pues nada, espero lo apoyen para seguir trayendo este juego que me gusta demasiado. O sea, me gusta estar corriendo carreras, así, todo el rollo. Y pues bueno, gracias a todos. Y nos vemos la próxima, que es mañana, obviamente. Y pues nada, muchísimas gracias a todos. Y exactamente lo que Truso. Nos vemos mañana. Y cuídense todos. Y nos vemos. Chao.